Today, we're doing the same thing but with complex fractions. Okay, this is one of those things that looks a lot more difficult than it really is. Okay, especially since yesterday we already covered what it is to get a common denominator. All right, so what we're essentially going to do is we're going to treat this like 3 separate fractions, and we're going to get a common denominator for those together. So first things first, I'm going to write it out to give myself some space. So I'll go 5, no, not x, 5 over x plus 4, make sure I give myself a little bit of room, over 1 over x plus 4, plus 2 over x. And I'll leave myself some room to put in whatever factors I need, okay? From here, let's look at the denominators. This denominator, and that denominator. What does this one need right here in order to get the common denominator? It needs an x. It's got that one, but it doesn't have this one. So we're going to give them both an x. One on bottom, one on top.
But what about the other one? You're not adding.
We're still going. Hold on to that question. We'll still go. All right. What about this one right here? What does this one need? What about this one right here? What does it need?
X.
It also needs an x. Okay? Yeah, you were jumping ahead of me. What about this one? What does this need? An x plus 4. There we go. So we're going to put one on bottom and one on top. All right, that was probably the hardest part right there.
All right.
Does anybody have any questions what we have done so far?
No, that's easy.
All right, from here, and now this works on the complex fractions. It does not work on what we did yesterday. You cannot do this with what we did yesterday. Scratch out your denominators.
Oh, it's the same.
They're the same, exactly. Basically, because when you multiply by the reciprocal, which is how you divide by fractions, they disappear. That's why. And so you're left with what's on top, 5x over x plus, then the other one, 2x plus 4. Cool? And then from here, just multiply and combine and reduce if you can. So I'll distribute this guy. So I got x. What's 2 times x? 2x. What's 2 times 4? 8.
What?
I just multiplied out the bottom.
Oh.
5x. How many x's are on bottom?
3.
So 3x plus what? 8. Can I factor the top or the bottom at all?
No.
Divide anything out? Okay.
Wait.
We're done.
What you did to the bottom?
I just multiplied it out. Remember the step 3 was to multiply everything out and condense it? That's all we did. We distributed what we could and condensed it all. That's all we did. Cool?
And we try B.
Yeah, we're going to do B. Any questions about this so far? Sweet, slide on over. Letter B, same idea. We'll start off by writing it out with some space. So that's a 3 over x minus 6 over, well, nothing at the moment, divided by 9 over x plus 3 over nothing at the moment. So first thing I'll do is I'll distribute this negative. So it's a negative 6, a plus a negative 6. What is the only thing we need to have in the denominator for this case? An x. Which fractions need it? The negative 6 and the 3. Cool.
Yes, sir.
What can we do now?
Cancel them out.
Cancel what out?
The denominator.
The denominator. Cancel the denominator. So what are we left with on top?
3 plus 6.
Negative 3.
But negative 6.
3 plus negative 6x or just 3 minus
3
6x?
minus 6x.
Okay. What are you left with on bottom?
9 plus 3.
Cool. Can we factor anything out of the top?
Yeah.
What?
By 3. No.
By a 3. Okay, so what does that leave you with?
1. No, yeah.
You're right.
1 minus 2.
Good. Can you factor anything out of the bottom?
3 again.
3 again, and what does it leave you with?
1 minus 2. 3 and 1.
Nope. 3 plus.
1. X.
There you go.
Oh, yes,
Can you cancel anything out?
The 3.
So, and this one, it leaves you with 1 minus 2x over 3 plus x. Cool? I know. One of the reasons this is so much easier than yesterday is because you've already worked through the idea of finding the common denominator, multiplying out and reducing it to reduce it, and that sort of thing. All right, but even so, I still think this is easier. All right, how are you tracking with me so far? Give me 5 to 1. 5, I got this easy. 4, I'm okay. 3 and 2, I'm lost. 1, 7. All right, do letter C real quick. Take a second, do letter C. I'll set you up. Just rewrite it with a little bit of space. All right, and fill in the rest. Yeah, I know, those are... I would accept either one of those.
Yeah, I got the top one. Yeah, I got
I like the first one.
Okay, here's the deal. If you stopped right here, that's okay because it doesn't reduce.
I get it.
Yeah, that's why. Because that means these two are the exact same statement. All right? Because for this one, all you did was divide out the 2. But you may have noticed, yeah, I'm not going to get anywhere with that, so why do it? And that makes sense. Okay, I heard a few grumbling. If we got it wrong, did we figure out...
Either or.
Yeah, either or. If there's nothing to cancel out, you can do either one of those.
Okay.
All right? If there is something to cancel out, you need to have the reduced one. Does that make sense? So, because if there's nothing, well, then they're the same thing. All right? Any questions? Any other questions on this?
No, sir.
Cool. Letter D. Let's knock it out real fast. Start on over. So we got, I'll start you off again. 3 over x plus 5. Divided by 2 over x minus 3. Plus 1 over x plus 5. Take a minute and knock it out.
Dang it. Hold up. I know what I did wrong.
All right.
I don't want to see the answer because I am trying to do it myself. But I want to know, like here, you gotta multiply it.
That's what I trying to do.
Just do it. Come on. Did you figure out where you went wrong? Cool. But any questions about this? Again, you could take either or, the left one or the right one, because they're the same. There's nothing to cancel out.
I did this good yesterday.
Huh? It's not quite the same thing. It's close, but not quite. Yesterday's is a lot more to look at. Just what it is.
I was doing good.
All right. Any questions about this at all? Anything you want to talk about?